Soul Family back with another download. Hope you are doing well. Listen, Soul Family, feel your way through. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. Feel your way through. All right. Not with your logical mind. All right. Feel your way through your divine perception. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We have divine perception, chosen one. Soul Family. We have divine perception. So when you begin to remove how you shift in life from a place of your injuredness or from wounds that are unhealed, that you are healing, okay, or either that you aren't paying attention to, one or the other. All right. When you move away from that, move away from your logical thinking. Sometimes we can be so logical, all right, that you miss opportunities because you're not willing to take the risk. All right. Life is about taking risk. When we love in an expanded way, we're taking a risk. We don't know what's coming back. All we know is that we know who we are. I know that I am a loving being, so I expand love out. I have no idea who's going to love me back, all right? But that doesn't stop me from taking the risk. There's a risk you must take in being alive and present and conscious in your union with Holy Spirit. That awareness of who you really are, it is expanded out, all right? And so when you begin to sense your way through things, it leads you into those things that are divinely supporting you. All right? Because you can pull all kinds of things in because we are a magnetic bunch. We pull all kinds of things in, all right? But you're not gonna pull everything close to you. So you might be pulling things in just by virtue of your magnetism, all right? But you're not going to give your attention and your energy to everything, all right? So learn how to sense your way through the things that are divinely guided towards you, and learn how to sense your way to the thing, to recognize the things that are just showing up because of your magnetism. All right. And if you learn to, as you're on your healing journey, it's something that does not end. You'll be doing it for the rest of your life. There's always something to heal. All right. Always something to ascend from. All right. You're going to be moving away from making decisions based on your injuries. If you make decisions based on a wounded heart, your heart will remain closed and walled in. Now, some of you might like being walled in, but in truth, if you wall your heart in, that means nothing is going in and nothing is going out. All right. Nothing is going in, nothing is going out. So it makes it a little bit difficult to love in an expanded way if your heart is so guarded and fortressed in based on your last injury. You're not sensing your way through it. And listen, so family, take your time with this because it takes time to move through woundedness and injury. Give yourself compassion, all right? I've noticed in life, I can tell very well when a person is flowing from their injury. I can tell by the way they move in their life. I can tell by their conversation if they're flowing from injury or if they're flowing from their divinity. All right. Divinity takes the risk because divinity is more concerned about me knowing who I am at the core. Humanity self-protects because humanity is concerned about what's coming at me. All right. And what response should I give to what is coming at me? Divinity doesn't operate that way. All right. So as we're living more from our divinity, and it's not a far off place, so family, it's not so far off you can't reach it. It is a daily walk. As you walk this thing out daily, All right. You will be able to move through life sensing, okay, from your divine perception. We have divine perception, soul family. We have divine perception. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. And we can live from that space. If you recognize you are being led by injury, the way you're going to recognize it is, what do you think as soon as you meet somebody? Are you already looking at them suspect? Well, you're leading with injury at that point. All right. When you are not leading with injury and you're open, you don't see negative just from one conversation. All right. And it doesn't mean you're blinded or you don't have discernment. That's a whole nother thing. But your openness is different. You don't assume that everyone that's coming into your life is going to hurt you. You're not moving from injury. All right. You're not perceiving from the injury. You're perceiving from the divinity. What divinity does is it says, oh, I pull someone into my space. I've magnetized someone in. All right. Somebody is here. Let me just look and see what they're here for. Let me speak to them. Let me talk to them. If I find out, okay, just by having a conversation or just by watching their moves, they're not someone that's in proper alignment with me, I don't have to give energy to it. I don't have to go through this long spiel about, oh, I met another person that tried to, do this or tried to do. None of that is necessary. You look at what it is. If you figure out it doesn't fit for you, you move on past it. That's simple. It's simple, you all. It's like going to buy a car from a car lot. You got 3 cars there, all right? And you're test driving them all, but 2 of them just aren't going to do. But the one you pick will do because it fits. It checks off the boxes for you. You're not angry because the other 2 don't fit. I just helped about 500,000 people with that one statement. Okay? You're not upset with the other 2 cars because they don't meet your needs. All right? They just don't meet your needs. That's just it. It's nothing personal. All right? When we start dealing with connections that way and stop taking everything personal, and stop moving from the places of our injury. Move from a place of your divinity and discernment. And you don't have to take anything personal. Because guess what? If a person comes into your life, and even if you give them attention and they choose not to give you attention, then that's their choice. They get to make their own choices because they have free will like you do. All right? But when you move from divine perception, you take the risk. All right? And you open yourself and you see what wonderful experience I'm going to have today. All right. Even if the experience comes in and it turns out not to be so wonderful, you learn the lesson. So either way, you winning. Either way, you are winning. So family, let's not restrict ourselves. All right. Lead from your divine perception. All right. Sense what is good for you. Use your discernment. All right, use your discernment. And there's really no need to take things personally. All right? When we continue to take things personally, we will always be injured and you will lead from that injured place. Listen, so family, I love you. I want you to love yourself more than me. And I'll see you on the next download. Toodles.